All right, everyone. We want to welcome you all to the All for One podcast. This is your host, Barry Hogue from Manifest Records.
Will from Papa Willie's Game Land.
And then Damien, a.k.a. D the Damned, a.k.a. D Craze, a.k.a. Catastrophe Cruz, a.k.a. DJ Cruz.
Oh,
Catastrophe Cruz. Okay.
Anyway, this podcast is where we talk about any and everything. Well, not really any and everything because there are a few topics that's off limits. But, you guys get the gist. Yeah. So, anyway, our first topic of the day is, you all know, that Eminem beef with MGK and his new album, Kamikaze.
MGK, Joe Budden, Lil Xan, Lil Pump. Who else?
Lil Sam.
All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
Tyler the Creator, Hobson, and everybody that Eminem mentioned. We going to talk about this right now.
But there are only, 2-3 people who responded.
Well, technically, only Machine Gun Kelly responded
In a diss track, yeah.
Joe Budden had like an hour-long streaming session about Eminem.
Yeah, and that that podcast of his, I couldn't even get through it all because I'm like, yo, get to the point.
I watched the whole thing.
He was like, taking notes.
I'm not a writer. I mean, I might be a writer.
Well, all right. First things first. What did everybody think of the album itself, Kamikaze?
You know first, because you know what? I know I have a different opinion from both of you two, so I might as well go last.
Yeah, no. You go first.
You just go first.
You go first.
Me personally, I thought the album was really good. It wasn't obviously one of his classic albums. It wasn't a great album. It was a good album. He showed his lyricism. He showed that he can make good music over current beats. He showed he could have his Eminem type style and wordplay and just make good music, man. I liked it, man. Honestly, I enjoyed it. What's up, Willy? You like it? Hold on. Well, did you hear the whole album though?
No.
Okay.
I did not hear the whole album. 4 songs was enough for me. Mm-hmm. I feel like, how many songs were on Kamikaze?
11. 2 of them were skits.
Okay. With 11 songs, 2 of them being, so 9 songs. Mm-hmm. 9 out of 5. I mean, 4 out of 5 songs. I don't like 4 out of 5 songs, Cruz. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's a terrible album.
Even though in the group message he started off saying, "I gotta agree with Cruz. I like this." If you scroll up.
No. I said, there's no way that Eminem can be whack.
Mine.
There's no way. If you look back on the messages, I said there's no way that Eminem could be trash.
Oh.
Well, Eminem cannot be trash.
Absolutely not.
Trash.
That
try to be trash.
Yeah.
But if we break down the album, I see patterns of what Eminem really is when he even came to the game. Because if you remember, Eminem started off as a battle rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what is transitioning into his music today, is he's going back to his old roots. Mm-hmm. And if we look at a lot of battle rappers, Conceited, Charlie Clips, all those dudes, they don't make it far in rap, period.
No, not at all.
So for him to make this kind of album...
Wait, what do you mean? You're saying he's rapping like a battle... What do you mean?
He's rapping like a battle... Just going from bar to bar saying irrelevant stuff.
But how is he saying irrelevant stuff? Everything he said is relevant to what they've been saying about him.
How that he's gonna... I gotta go back to the lyrics list, but when you essentially say, I'm gonna lock you in my closet and, torture you and all this other stuff, he's not really gonna do that. We all know he's not going to do that. Even with battle rapper...
Who's locking the closet? You lost me.
No. I'm just, metaphorically speaking. Okay. I mean, hypothetically speaking. My whole thing is, it's like none of it's real, none of it's factual. He could have came at MGK and said, "What are you, a pedophile?" type thing. Like, you looked at my 16-year-old daughter. Like, he could have. He could have said something.
That was the wordplay on R. Kelly. He said, "You know who you are,
but
Kelly."
We don't need all. Just lay it out for what it is. We all know M could do that, but lay it out what it is.
And then he said what MGK did is that he was taking shots against M on the Tech 9 song. He said all that in the verse. I heard the songs a few times now. He mentions all that.
I thought I was.
He's double time rapping, so you kind of got to hear the.
I thought I was giving my opinion though.
Oh, okay. But I'm just telling you because you just say he didn't say that. He said all that, man.
No, I get it. I get it.
And he kind of baited people to
What's this Barry thing?
All right, so this is my opinion. For today's standards, the album was fire. M does what he does, and he always puts out something great. This is his 9th hit album that went #1. Not many artists does that. So Eminem is definitely up there. But for a Eminem album, and not many people is gonna like this, but I thought his previous album was better because it showed maturity. Because I'm not gonna lie, MGK had a point. How are you 45 and you still sound like you bitter? Dude,
Yes.
you rich.
That's another point. There's so many points in that diss. I feel like that was MGK's hottest song ever.
Yeah. Now, don't get me
Probably
wrong.
the only
MGK is trash. MGK is
You wanted to make that
garbage.
very
Here's
clear.
the thing,
He's like,
here's
hold
the
on,
thing
before
though.
he thinks like it.
If MGK does not capitalize after this, or like the next song that he puts out is the same hot garbage that he's been feeding us the past years, yes, he's trash. But if he capitalizes off this moment and launches off and
I think the only reason why he came with Rap Devil is because he knew he was taking shots at Eminem, so he had to come correct.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he felt the most inspiration he ever felt in his life. I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah.
looked at it, you know what I'm saying? So you
Definitely.
can't-
Especially since a week before, G-Eazy murdered him.
Yeah. And G-Eazy's not like a rappery type rapper either. But,
No,
he
but
did get him on
G-Eazy
that.
do have some bars.
Yeah, he
At least he better than MGK.
I mean, I
That's
didn't say
right.
much, but I didn't say much.
Yeah.
But I feel like it goes back to the whole woman thing, right? Why do white rappers feel so insecure in that world that there can't be more than one? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You mean like white rappers are always feel like they're pinned against each other right away, basically. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I've never really seen it to be, honestly, but there's only like few white rappers that I like. Don't get me wrong, Eminem is not like my favorite rapper. So, I'm just like, oh yeah, Eminem, he came out with a new album. Oh, it sounds hot. All right, next.
Yeah.
That's me, But I can definitely see that with the women rappers. But back to the Eminem thing. That album is definitely hot. It's definitely, something. It's definitely a classic by today's standards. But if you was to take that,
not a classic.
by today's standards, is a classic.
No. College Dropout, classic.
that's
Get
not
Rich or
today.
Die
What are you
Tr-
saying?
No.
A long time ago.
What? Good Kid, Mad City, classic.
All right, well, I mean, that is a
What?
classic. No, I'm saying that wasn't like too recent, but it wasn't that long ago. That's what I'm saying. That is definitely a classic.
Classic means that it has replay value.
No, I know.
Over
but I'm
and
saying,
over and
he's
over.
talking about like right now, today's rap, hip hop.
In today's hip hop standards, if you take the criteria for becoming a classic album, that album is a classic. No,
it's not.
Compared to today's standard.
He didn't hit all of them, so he can't even put his
Today's
input.
standard. I'm not talking about taking Biggie's album
Well,
and
good
compare.
album, man. It's a good album. You guys,
It's a good. Just because it's good doesn't make it classic.
All right, fine. You're right. You can make that argument. It's not a classic, but it is a good album. You should try to give it a shot. He says, it all depends what type of rap you like, what type of music you like in general. But he's really going in, man. He's really,
Listen, I like
rhyme
the
schemes,
rhyme stuff, but I feel like leave that for like
I think hip hop needs that though, man. I think all we hear is a bunch of
No,
leaned
what-
out,
Here's the thing. I hear that in
Dumbasses.
Eminem's freestyles. You know what I'm saying? Leave that for freestyling. It sounded like he just freestyled 9 times on 9 different songs.
That's not true.
With
You
hooks.
did not hear every song. How can you say that?
Okay,
That's not
all right.
true. That's how I know you didn't hear every song.
All right.
That's not true.
Listen. Nah, I'm not giving it my energy. 4 out of 5 tracks I did not like. I'm not gonna put more energy into something else.
All right, fair enough.
And I checked out the most popular songs that everybody's talking about.
Well,
fair enough, but
what?
Good tracks.
All right, so since we're on that topic now, anyway, then what makes, a good album? Like for me, a good album is if there's 10 songs, if I like 6 out of 10, that's a good album for me. Like, because you can't have, it depends on the artist.
Here's the thing, I like those tracks, and those tracks are going right up in my playlist. I'm not purchasing the rest of the album. I'm not purchasing.
You smell Kamikaze?
Yeah. If I like 5 of those songs, I'm only purchasing those 5 songs.
I get that.
You're not getting a whole album purchase from me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
See,
I haven't purchased an album in years, to be honest with you.
No, but you go to the iTunes store and.
Yep.
But I'm saying you buy the album. Sometimes you buy the album. I bought an album recently, and I was just like, "Yo, there's 5 songs on there, and there's only 1 song I dislike on it." That's a good album to me.
Yeah.
If there's only 1 song that I dislike, if I buy an album with 10 songs, and I like 6 out of the 10. That's a good album because
I think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you feel like a good album is throughout the album, like a whole story is being told, and it kind of connects. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one big concept. Is that what you feel like a good album is? Like,
well, you know what? 6 out of 10 ain't bad, but
like
5, man.
Like I
5
said,
out of 9.
I mean,
So say I only like 5.
and there's only 9 legitimate songs on the album. That's a good album.
Did you hear Book of Rhyme, Royce 5'9's recent
I
album?
can't even guarantee
Nah,
that I like the
yeah,
other
that.
5 too.
You'll like.
Listen,
I
I love me some Royce. Yes.
But you will definitely like that because that album, he got really introspective. Like the whole thing is like an autobiography of Royce, and it has some bangers. You're using that album.
I gotta say it like this: when it comes to M, again, let me say it like this: M lost his storytelling ability.
Of course.
I feel like he got nothing else to talk about. And he's afraid to talk about the things that are really on his heart.
Now you talked about everything that was on his heart on this Kamikaze.
When has he talked about his daughters growing up, how he feels about raising a teenager? You know what I'm saying? Things in his life right now.
How much bars can he give you about raising a teenager? What do you mean?
You can give a ton.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your son? Can you go on and on? I bet you could go on and on about your son. I can go on and on about my daughter.
But he's had so many songs about Haley already. That's like...
Yeah, but that's when she was a kid. What about now? Things happen. What about the first time that he met the girl's boyfriend? She has a boyfriend.
I would like to hear that, to be honest with you.
I'm just saying. M got things to talk about.
He's just not talking about them.
Yes.
But
get real with us, because you've been real before. Actually, not. He been a little crazy out of his mind.
Well, he's always been real.
You can make the argument that he got real on Revival, but people, almost everyone, didn't want to hear that.
That's just people in America.
Oop.
My bad.
I mean...
That's just people in America because, in my opinion, Revival was the previous one,
actually,
right?
Did you hear Revival?
Yeah.
He talked about his daughters a lot of that one. Actually, about them growing up. Exactly what you just said. Now that I think of it.
But like I said earlier, to me, that was the better album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, and a lot of people say that that's trash, and I'm like, how do you get trash out of someone laying it?
No, I get what you're saying. But you know what I think killed the album? I think, like sonically, it didn't sound good. Like, the beats were bad, and then all the pop stars kind of just threw you off.
That's and he don't need that, because he did the Marshall Mathers LP all by himself, mostly by himself.
Yeah.
You know, and he laid down some sick tracks. Same with Eminem's show.
Yeah.
I love Eminem's show. Yeah, absolutely.
He does not need to conform to this pop life that he's trying to be a part of.
He doesn't, but at the same time, as you mature and grow, sometimes you do want to try new things. Sometimes you want to try to, you're like, you know what?
So you need to forsake yourself in order to try new things.
No, he's not forsaking himself. But if Eminem was like, yo, you know what? I think Justin Bieber's a great singer. You know what? Let me make a song with him to see how it comes out. That's not forsaking himself. You think?
I'll be slightly disappointed never heard Justin Bieber on the Eminem track. I'm like,
I'm just saying.
Unless it was some fire, I'm like, all right, man.
But I'm saying, Justin Bieber makes hits.
Oh, yeah, he does.
No, he does.
He makes hits. And I think him and Eminem could find a way, especially with Dre producing it, they could find a way to make that a hit.
They could, but will it be received?
Who do you think?
But I think that, but why not? People have it in their minds that you can only listen to M one way. But, you know.
Yeah, he even said that, you're right.
True, they do put him in a box.
You know, you can't expect him to be Slim Shady all the time. He doesn't want to be Slim Shady all the time.
I think we do that
I
to
don't
all
want him to
artists.
be.
I think we do that to all our artists, so, like put them in boxes, no? Like, for the most part.
We do, because I ain't going to front. The first time I heard J. Cole singing, I'm like, what are you doing?
I hate when J. Cole sings, I'll be honest with you.
J. Cole came out, what was that song? Down.
I mean, yeah. Well, pretty much whole Forest Hills Drive, I mean, most of the songs he's singing, to be honest. But he's rapping too, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you know, anyway.
I mean, J. Cole been singing for a long time.
Yeah,
though.
he
and
has.
people, and not only that, they say that Drake was the one who started it, but Nelly was really the original.
Nelly was the OG.
Yeah,
He's the
that's
OG.
true. But you know what? But
And
Nelly
he did it in a hot
sounds
way.
Nah,
though.
Ja Rule.
Nah, Ja Rule. DMX.
Oh, man, DMX.
Yo, but DMX, if y'all, all right, you know what? Everybody who's listening to this right now about to get really upset because I'm going to tell y'all who the greatest rapper alive is right now.
Some people might
Who's the greatest rapper alive?
DMX. DMX is the greatest rapper alive. And if you want to, and I'm going to tell you why. He has replay value. His songs is, to this day, everywhere. Movies, TV shows, all that. It is still there. He had bars. He could make a party song. He was just an all-around rapper. And he had that voice. Come on. Nobody can tell me they never went around and said, where the hood at? Come on.
Well, my whole thing is, because it seems to be like some of the greatest rappers ever have 3 hot albums, and all the rest of their catalog is pretty much garbage.
Usually.
But that's how, because
M has what? Eminem Show, Marshall Mathers, and
Shady.
Slim Shady.
Yeah.
3 of his artists, only those are the what?
I think Encore is up there too, but
Oh my gosh.
I
You
love
always
Encore,
talking about Encore.
I like
It's not
Encore.
good.
I really did
I love
like
Encore,
that.
but a lot of people, you know,
I didn't like
criticize
it.
Encore.
It was buns.
Saying it was good then.
yeah. But I do agree with that to an extent because, you know,
Compared to the other 3, you can't stand those by the other 3.
yeah,
That's
but I
true,
think
that's true,
Encore
that's
is just
But
somewhat
it's its own
up there.
thing.
Just like you can't
50
stand
was all over that
808s
one,
by
too.
Graduation Day.
Well,
Or
yeah.
Late
I hate that
Registration.
album, but a lot of people love that 808s.
Oh my
Heartbreak.
gosh.
Listen,
We'll talk
man.
about Kanye West another day.
I can't stand that. Man.
But like I said, to me, the greatest rapper of all time is DMX, and those are the reasons why. Because even today, he may not be, you know, top selling like Eminem was, but the dude to this day, the dude ain't even performing shows. He's cracked out somewhere, and they still putting his music in movies and everything like that. You
Well-
still mention DMX's name.
I mean, because I was vouching for guys like Fabulous and Jadakiss.
Nah, Fab is.
I think Jadakiss
Fab is what?
Is top 5, man.
Fab is not a good rapper.
Fab
He's a great
is,
rapper.
Fab,
but
Fab
sometimes
is
he
not.
put me to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, Fab is not
He
top.
be putting you to
Sometimes
Fab
yeah,
is not
I don't
top.
know. Fab's a lyricist. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know what it is about Fab.
Listen,
Like, I think
I'm gonna tell you right now. If Fabulous was to disappear, right, along with his entire catalog,
that's true.
No one would care.
That's kind of true. Except
No.
the Fabulous fans.
Yeah.
No one would care.
No one would care. What has he done for hip hop?
Listen, whenever I hear him
Breathe.
featured on a song, I'm listening to that song. Are you not listening? Are you not tuning?
But I'm saying,
into
but nobody cares about Fab. Think about it this way.
What?
Nobody cares about Fabulous. Think about it this way. Yo, whenever Fab comes out with some bars, everybody's like, yo, I forgot Fab could spit.
How
do you forget?
I'm telling you, I don't know if it's because he has such a lackluster delivery and he's just kind of like, he's like half asleep. He sounds like when he's rapping. He does have some bars. He definitely
he's
does.
a chill guy in the like. He's been
he's a little
known
too
for
chill.
being.
He's like too cool for school.
What
chill,
is,
like,
what's too chill?
But
Fabulous.
like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he don't have bars and
No, he definitely
he's
does.
not fire.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying he had no impact whatsoever on the game.
And besides Breathe, he don't make any good songs to me.
Breathe, holla back, young.
Yeah, I was gonna say holla back.
Oh,
that,
I completely forgot about that.
you know.
That's
But
what-
again, see, that's what I mean. People forget
Yeah.
about Fab.
That song with Neo was hot. I don't care what nobody says.
Which one was
I
that?
was bumping that. I'm not gonna get on here and start singing,
Why
but
not, man? Come on, test some vocals out.
You know.
yo,
But I'm just saying, you know.
I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together.
I don't remember that.
I don't know.
You got to sing it, man. I don't remember.
You make me better. I think it was called.
Oh,
You Make Me
okay,
Better.
yeah.
See? Y'all got me on here singing.
But the thing is, that's what I mean. Nobody remembers Fab.
See, yeah, and y'all had to pull. I had to pull at string. You know what?
But
I like Fab.
I'm not saying Fab is bad. I'm just saying, think about it. If you say Kiss, if you say, yo, if Kiss disappeared right now, people would be upset.
No, New Yorkers would be upset.
That. And I love Kiss, man.
We all love Kiss.
People
'cause
from
we're
New York would
patriotic.
be devastated, but everyone outside be like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, with Kiss, right?
Kiss is the equivalent to the New York Yankees.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if he did disappear, like if him and the Locks disappeared, they still had an impact on because they were with Bad Boys.
That's true.
So if Biggie, the Locks, and Mace disappeared right now, that's a huge impact loss right there. You know, and I don't even like Mace.
Well, we'll have to share his opinion on Biggie, though. You gotta let the viewers know.
Are we not gonna get back to Eminem?
I'm trying to find that.
Are we not?
I thought we was done talking about Eminem.
We pretty much.
No. Because I think if Joe came out of retirement, he would wash Eminem.
I don't think he would.
I think he would.
And
I'ma tell you why I don't think he
Eminem
would.
didn't respond with a second song to what's his name?
Well, to be fair, one, Eminem just dropped the album. Two, he just dropped the full
No,
video.
I'm not trying to hear it.
And
I'm
he
not
just dropped
trying
the,
to hear it. You want to know why? Because you should have known what it was.
Man, let me tell you something. I'm pretty sure Eminem got a lot more on his schedule than freaking MGK. Come on, MGK could probably sit there already.
Nah.
No. Because you should have known what it was when you put the track out.
He's gonna come out.
You thought nobody was
Listen,
gonna.
back to the M versus Joe Budden thing. I'm gonna tell you why M versus Joe Budden, why Joe would not wash M.
Okay.
If you look at all the beefs, right, Joe had, and you listen to those tracks, they were good tracks, right? But there was never a clear winner in those beefs. Like no one was like, "Yo, Joe clearly washed Game." Who did Joe clearly wash? Besides Drake.
He did wash Game.
Who did it? How? Did you hear the Game tracks?
He washed Drake too, because Drake stopped responding.
I just said Drake is the only one. You know, Drake didn't even engage.
Didn't he go against Meek? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
He had a track against Meek. Actually,
because I was like,
we gotta go song for song one day.
He had beef with G Unit, with Ransom, with Wu-Tang. He had beef with mad people.
He tore Ransom up. You ain't hear about Ransom after that?
You didn't hear about Ransom before that. To be honest with you.
The real hip hop has heard about Ransom.
All right. Well, my point is, when Joe had these lyrical battles with all the rappers, there was never a clear winner. I mean, there really wasn't.
I gotta hear that. No, I did hear the one. I did hear the one with Game, and Game's response.
In my opinion, Game tore Joe Budden up, but whatever. And
the only one who stood a chance was Royce, and Royce was still fine after.
Yeah. That was way back. That was before they were cool. But anyways, what I'm saying. Also, I will say this though: when he made those diss tracks, he was not on the level of lyricism that he is now. He's gotten like way better from.
He's always been on a great level of lyricism.
No, but if you compare like the Drake diss tracks to like let's say the Game diss tracks, is way different.
Oh my God.
But anyways, anyone M is dissed, he clearly annihilated and they went into obscurity. Never heard from again. Everyone MS came at.
He dealt with a bunch of dopes. Benzino was on his way out of the door anyway.
Yeah. But Benzino was a big thing.
He just pushed him out of the door while he was walking.
But Benzino wasn't a big force as a rapper. He was a big force because he basically had his hand in the source, which basically was the main move in how people thought, the general opinion in hip hop at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was a big thing. Cannabis was literally like a battle rapper. At that time, Cannabis used to get busy, man. He got Cannabis the hell out of there. Him and 50 got Ja Rule out of there.
I can't even say that because
Cannabis
LL Cool J got
Cannabis
out of there.
Cannabis was already done by.
Second round KO though, by Cannabis.
It was hot. It was hot.
Even though he had that one such line about eating ass, it's
word.
It's right though. But anyways,
like I said, you can't use that because LL Cool J, the man who makes nothing but love songs, destroyed Cannabis.
He made love songs after the.
Yeah, but he still proved himself.
Absolutely.
But I
and he came out with "I Need Love." That's an instant classic when it comes on.
That is a good one.
Yeah, you're right about that. But
yeah, and then
as for Joe Budden going against
slapping that thing because it is.
As for Joe Budden against Eminem, I don't think it would be like
Joe has took L's in hip hop. Eminem's took no L's. I don't see how Joe would. What happened? You got messed up?
No.
Oh.
What you call it? I think Budden would win, but it wouldn't be like a landslide or anything like that. Because the thing is, Eminem's wordplay is so crazy, but at points in time when he's freestyling or battling, he loses substance.
But here's the thing.
Now when it comes to dissing.
If it comes to a face-to-face battle, M got it 100% complete. But when it comes to diss tracks, Joe got it.
No.
Clearly.
Nope. I don't agree with you.
What was M's hottest diss track?
Nail in the Coffin was a great one.
No,
that was
ridiculous.
That was really good.
That was to me. I mean, that was my favorite.
It was just a good song. I mean, the bump in general. I don't even be remembering Benzino when he's talking. About that.
Nobody remembers Benzino, man.
But the thing is, Benzino, like I said, was already on his way out the door.
Back in the day when everybody was knocking to Limp Bizkit. Back in the day, everybody Limp Bizkit. Come on, right?
Yeah.
M came with girls. Girls
Wait, hold on.
got him out of there. Yo, he tore him a new one.
But Limp Bizkit is not a good rapper.
Exactly.
Okay, but
he's
my
going
point.
against people who don't matter.
Like
Cannabis not a good rapper.
Cannabis was already out of here. Nobody cared about Cannabis, so we said that he killed him.
To be honest, I would have to say, as a battle rapper, for M to truly prove that he is that great, he would have to go against someone like.
Nah, M used to wash dudes. M used to wash. Like you could YouTube.
No, but I'm saying, like, I think, like, he would have to go against someone like Kiss or Jay, like actually destroy them, because I think right now if he went against Jadakiss, I'm not gonna say he's gonna lose, but I think he would have a hard time.
That'd be a great battle. That'd be a great battle.
Because Kiss be coming out of nowhere.
Kiss is another one. When it comes to diss tracks, man.
Kiss, he just, I don't know what it is. It's his flow, his swag, everything.
When
Kiss
it was
lays down
50
the track,
versus Kiss
killed 50.
He did, but 50's momentum was so up here that
it just kind of scratched him a little bit, and that was it. But still, hip hop heads, we know that Checkmate this. I mean,
Checkmate was fire.
Yeah.
But what did it do for Kiss's career? It did nothing.
I'm sure. I mean, think we're talking about that now. Almost like 15 over years later.
But
I mean,
look at what this is doing for MGK's career.
But that's definitely. M did him a favor.
But that's because MGK actually came. If MGK would have came out with some trash diss, like when Meek came out against Drake, we would have all laughed at him.
That was so garbage, yo. Yo, I don't know what that dude was. Oh my god, man.
It would have been terrible, and. That would have been that. But on that note, we're going to have to change the subject because we're 27 minutes and we still talking about M.
You're right.
So, all right. So, what rappers... I mean, it kind of relates to him, but not really.
Yeah.
So, what rappers besides like a Jay-Z, because that's the obvious, do you think have the most longevity when it comes to hip-hop? What's something that come to mind?
That... I'd have to say... that's a tough one.
I think lyrically, Jadakiss has the most longevity. Yeah, anyone lyrically. That's what I
because whenever he hops on a track, he's always
he has not skipped a beat in the past like 2 decades. Like,
and people still want him on track.
Yes.
When was his last top 100 album? I'm talking on the Billboard chart.
If you're talking about just longevity, just lyric. I'm
talking about general. I just use Jadakiss as an example for lyrically. Lyrically, I think.
Oh, so you're not talking about fame wise and all that other stuff.
You can talk about that too. I just gave, as far as lyrics.
If you're talking about album wise, the person who had the most longevity is between Nas and Jay-Z.
But didn't Nas' last album flop though, or no?
It might have flopped, but he still made a killing. But Jay-Z had a crazy marketing plan with his. That's why he went platinum, because anybody who bought, I don't know if it was Verizon, Sprint, or whatever, they got his album for free, and then they paid him.
And that still counts as album sales.
Yeah. So they, Jay-Z is just a crazy businessman, but...
Honestly, he's that dude in the game, because 50 went all the way to his movies and his TV shows. He's super successful in that. I can't see. I mean, he says that he does music still, but
50 still does music, but it's nowhere near the quality of what it used to be.
If somebody like, you know, if somebody were to hit him up and be like, I got a problem with 50, he's taking care of it.
Well, yeah. He's
and his bars are gonna be.
Yeah.
But that's the
he's
thing.
an assassin.
But 50 has some of the best diss tracks in hip hop history. But I feel like in a lot of the recent years, he always has beefs, but he doesn't get on diss tracks.
Nah,
Yeah,
he
but
just,
when you-
he just trolls.
He trolls, yeah. You know?
No. But when you hear his beef tracks versus his,
Oh yeah, definitely.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Kidding me?
Before I Self-Destruct wasn't really.
But he had some bars on that album, though.
Before I like that album, but I'm a 50 fan, so you know most people didn't like that album.
I'm a 50 fan too, but I hold people accountable.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it may not have been his best album, but like he has some bars on it. He just put that album on there because his contract required him to do that album. You know, if it didn't, he wouldn't have did that album.
No.
You know, but to me, the rapper that has the most longevity, and we just got finished talking about him, is M. You know, M and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And
You don't want to hear M's name.
It is. Think about it, as just a rapper,
Yeah.
You know, because most of the other guys that we say are businessmen
true,
now.
you know what? We're all looking out for M's album. We're all looking into his songs.
I will always
It's
look out for
not
M's
like
music.
he's going away.
No, as a rapper, he is has the longest. No, actually not.
That would be Jay.
Jay-Z actually has the longest
That's
rap
what I was
career.
saying,
Yeah, you're right.
That would be Jay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jay was out before him. And he's still going,
Yeah,
you know.
Jay was garbage when he first came out.
Yeah, that's the difference. M came right out the gate with fire. That's the difference.
Nah, he was He was somewhat.
Actually, no. Infinite was kind of.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just like,
that's true, that's
I'm
true.
like, nah.
Once Drake grabbed him, then it was all heat from there on.
Well,
Yeah.
because then he learned how to make songs.
Yeah, he learned how to structure.
Yeah.
everything.
Actually, what's funny is Dr. Dre's not with Shady Aftermath anymore.
I know.
So he took his ball and went home. Now M can't write a song. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He can freestyle, but he can't write a song.
M always be a writer song.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so.
Yeah, we're all
All
fans.
right, so let's switch to the next topic. And this is a topic that I got to get at the both of y'all about. How dare y'all say Mario can beat Sonic in a straight up fight?
I still didn't watch the death battle yet, but
They had a Mario Sonic.
Yeah, and Sonic won.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what physics, what video games characters' world you're in. Like they have their own, like physics and power ups and whatnot. You know
But
what I mean?
just saying,
Like,
I'm saying if you give each of them their own, you give them each their biggest power ups and all that, Sonic's still gonna win. He'll just turn Super Sonic, be invincible, and then, bam.
I'm sure there's a way that Mario can reach super invincibility.
He has the star for like 10 seconds and then he's done.
I mean, you're right. But just one hit while he's got the star and you're done.
Well, they're both invincible at that point, but at the same
True.
time, Supersonic.
So you telling me Supersonic's lasts?
Yeah, say he has 100 rings. It lasts for until the 100 rings drains.
I gotta tell you guys something. I have never actually played a Sonic game.
What?
I've watched a lot of them, but I've never actually played one.
So then you can't even say whether
I've-
Sonic would beat
I'm
Mario.
trying. I'm not really trying.
even video game wise.
Sonic
Mario
games never
games are
looked that,
just
appealing
that
to me.
better.
Well,
Exactly, because they suck.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I don't
well,
know. Man. Like,
listen, I give you that. You know, Mario has always been on top when it came to the games because Sega, I don't know what they doing over there. You know, you got people who do fan stories or fan fiction and all that, and yo, it'd be crazy. And they don't hire these people to write their Sonic games. I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all?
They need to give Nintendo full ownership of.
They don't have full ownership yet.
No, they still got their own people in there.
well,
You can see
I
it
didn't
in
know
the
that.
games and all that.
makes sense.
Sega is still its own
why the games
company,
are so
but they
trash.
only make games. They don't make systems.
Oh, okay.
You can still see the
Yeah.
clear difference. I mean, they came out with the newest Legend of Zelda for the Switch, and it looks so amazing. So amazing that I want to Switch right now.
But that's
The
because
Switch it's pretty good.
that's because Sega, like, they were so used to competing with Mario, or not even Mario, just Nintendo in general, and they had a lot of good games. It's just that they dug themselves in a hole with Sega CD. You know, then they came out with Dreamcast, which far surpassed everything, but it was too far ahead of its time.
Well, no, Genesis was hot though. Sega Genesis.
Well, yeah,
That's way
yeah.
better.
But I'm saying, like, when the Sega Dreamcast came out, it was on par graphic-wise with, like, PlayStation 2.
I'd say
PS2.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
it was pretty
PS2.
smooth. It was
Yeah,
it smooth.
it was.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was
I
up
feel
there.
like people get made fun of having Dreamcast. I don't understand.
No, because
Because their catalog wasn't that great.
Because it was
No.
Sega, I guess.
yeah, it's Sega. Come on, the best thing Sega had was Sega Dreamcast had the Sonic game, Sonic Adventure 2. They had Y2K. They had a few good basketball games, and that was really it.
Sega was the first system to have blood in the Mortal Kombat games. Actually,
That's
The
probably
Mortal
why,
Kombat games were hot.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's the best thing that came out of that factory.
Oh, absolutely.
But that wasn't even them. That was what you call it, Midway.
Midway,
Yeah.
But for the Nintendo, they didn't have blood. It was like sweat would come off.
Yeah, and you couldn't get all the characters or the
Yeah,
fatalities and stuff like that. So
Yep.
it was just lame for Nintendo. Sega was just like, nah, we got this.
It's
Yeah.
beat, man.
But yeah, that's my little rant on Sonic destroying Mario, because that would be the case.
How about the? Do they have to have a new Superman versus Goku on there, because now you got Ultra Instinct? Because
Superman's still
every
winning.
few years they got a Superman versus Goku.
Superman is still beating Goku just for the simple fact that how can you beat a guy that has no limits at all?
He's Superman.
Like, come on, Goku cannot walk the surface of the sun.
I
Bro,
just
in
feel
All-Star
like
Superman was
anybody
in the sun.
anybody versus Superman is unfair. Us as fans to even want that fight to happen, because I wanted it to happen too. But now I look at everything logical with it. Superman's just a son of a bastard, and we're just gonna leave it like that.
Well, it's like, I do agree that if certain factors took place, yes, Goku could win, you know, but 9 times out of 10, you know, Goku has Ultra Instinct, but what you call it, the minute he lets down his guard, he can get killed by a bullet.
Yeah.
He got shot with a laser and almost died.
But can he kill by a bullet? I feel like I've seen episodes of Dragon Ball Z where bullets like bounce off him.
Oh no, you
Well,
saw it like
he can-
Dragon Ball, like the little
okay.
thing.
But my whole thing though is if Raditz can catch a bullet,
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Brad's caught what was the farmer shot at him? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you got to remember, that's when they're using their key. If they're not using
that's true.
anything,
That's
he wasn't using key.
yes,
No.
he was. They're using key at all times.
Okay, all right. I didn't see the aura around.
No, just because they're not using it that way doesn't mean, because it's always around them. They're always using it. That's why, like, if they're drained, their punch is like a normal punch. It does
How
nothing.
G is Piccolo, by the way? No, Piccolo is dumb G. Cause all right, let's talk about the first episode here of Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, right.
So he lets Goku hold Raditz down, and Goku's like, yeah, I know I'm gonna die, because
That was one of
Goku's
the
stupid like
best
that. But he's like, haha, I get rid of both of my enemies,
Special
and special beam cannon straight through the heart of both of them. He made sure he didn't miss. That's number 1. Number 2 is what the heck happened? He goes to what's his name's house and takes
He
Gohan.
takes Gohan.
He takes Goku's
he
son on some G, and he's like, he's coming with me. And I'm like, my son's going
I mean,
where?
it's not like Goku cared much. We all know how much of a good
Well,
father
yeah,
Goku
well, Piccolo is Gohan's father.
Yeah, come
Let's
on,
just
that's his dad,
establish
bro.
that.
I know,
He was
but
like,
he
"You my
looks
son,
at
man."
everybody else like, I dare you to do something.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah.
Goku ain't here no more.
He was just
Well,
taking
and
his son,
even
man.
then, to be
He
honest,
took it.
I think they wasted Piccolo's potential, because Piccolo was supposed to always be on par with Goku, and then they kind of just put him to the wayside.
Well, when he fused with Kami, stuff just stopped making sense.
Oh my god! You remember when what was it on Namek When he takes nails and he fuses with nails.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I feel amazing. This is great. He's like, yes.
And then he like doesn't do anything.
He holds Frieza off for like a little bit, and then he just gets washed when Frieza transforms.
Yeah.
What you call it?
And y'all be waiting way too long to kill somebody.
That's my problem with Dragon Ball Z. I'm just like, and this is why I'm not gonna lie, the Naruto fights are way better than Dragon Ball Z fights.
Yeah, because as soon as they get the opportunity,
but Dragon Ball Super isn't like that, right?
Dragon Ball Super is trash.
I haven't finished Dragon Ball Super. I barely started it, bro.
There's no point in like Dragon Ball Super. There's 100 and something episodes, and out of 100 and something episodes, there's like 10 episodes that's good.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That thing is trash. The way they have Universe 6 Saiyans, come on. I have a tingling feeling in my back. Yes, I can turn Super Saiyan. That's what it is.
That's what made me not want to watch it most of all, because I still haven't watched it. And that's what made me not want to watch, because I'm like, how BS is that Vegeta and Goku went through all that time in that pod for no reason.
Yeah, what you call it? Hyperbolic time chamber.
No.
And the gravity chamber.
Gravity chamber. Yeah. I mean, they went through all that. I'm talking grueling sweat, and I loved every minute of it. Yeah. And I was like, yes, all Saiyans should work as hard as you. And then their kids come out and can instantly turn Super Saiyan.
That was stupid.
Well,
Gohan worked hard.
Yeah, I was going to say Gohan did work hard first. Goten and Trunks,
that was so stupid.
Yeah.
That was dumb stupid.
He's like, the Warrior Saiyan transformation turned into a child's plaything.
It did. And then as a fan, I felt the same way. Because I was like, y'all can milk all this Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was just Toriyama. This dude just like forgets what he does. He's like, oh, I write this.
Well, he's a terrible story writer. And because he never did anything else besides Dragon Ball, or he might have done a few other things, his story writing just never got better. Yeah. He just stuck to, let me just give them a new transformation. The fans will be happy with that. And you know what? He's right. Because we as his fans were stupid.
At that time, we was eating it up, man.
Yeah, because when they did the fusion, I was like, oh, that's awesome.
But I'm not going to lie. Everything up, I want to say, into the Buu saga was good. Super just killed it.
The Buu saga was pretty good.
I love the Buu saga. A lot of people hate on it for some reason.
Everybody loves the Cell saga the most for some reason.
That's my favorite one.
I didn't like the Cell saga.
Frieza lasted way too long.
Not like that. I like the Buu saga better. I hated the Frieza saga because I'm just like, if you don't shut yourself up.
How dope was the Ginyu Force though?
The Ginyu Force was, I ain't gonna front. They was dancing and prancing around and beating the mess out of everyone.
That was so G. Tell me that's not G.
They was just like, we
they could crip walk on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But another group who took too long to defeat their enemies.
Goku can't beat them up, and then Vegeta just violated them.
I mean, because what's his name? What's that big, muscular, orange-haired dude?
Raccoon.
Raccoon. Raccoon. Man, Raccoon was a monster. He was a beast.
And then Goku came out of nowhere.
And then Vegeta shot a Gallagher
he would hit those
wasn't it Gallagher?
Yeah, it was probably Gallagher.
Gallagher up his ass. You remember? Killed him. It was horrible.
Yo, shoot. See, but the thing is, until Super, they never gave my man Vegeta a win. And Akira Toriyama, if you ever listen to this one day, I know why. Yep. And I hate you for it.
That's messed up.
I know where you live.
I don't hate you for it, but I dislike you for it. Yeah. But.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what it is? Even when he would get a win, he would get owned, like, right after. Like in Dragon Ball Z. That was like the formula for Vegeta.
In Dragon Ball Z, the only win Vegeta got in Dragon Ball Z was beating Goku. Because Goku didn't technically win that fight.
Well, who was it?
There's guys he beat.
18 beat the dog mess out of him.
Well, yeah, that was because he was just OD.
That was very aggravating. I ain't gonna lie. I remember watching like, why is this happening? Why are you doing this to Vegeta right now?
Man. I mean, I kind of liked it because I'm like, a girl never gets their just due in any. Come on, man. I'm one of them dudes who I feel bad for the woman.
Nah, man. She
She
is one of my favorite characters. She really is. But at the same time, I'm just like, y'all played Vegeta so much. He was taking out everyone, and then she just gonna kick him once. You know?
Actually, he killed which android was it?
I think it was
17.
The one that owned
No,
the one
19.
that owned Goku. 19. Yeah. Vegeta killed him.
Yeah, and exactly.
That's when he turns. Actually, that's when he first turned Super Saiyan, right?
Yeah, but he had Goku had that disease too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What I loved about Goku contracting AIDS. Now,
Oh my God.
what I loved about him contracting that disease is it gave other people a chance
That's
to
true.
shine. Like Tien
Which
for the
rarely
first
happens.
time in a million years.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they started sidelining.
Oh, they sidelined everyone. Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z, pretty much everyone was sidelined except
The
Goku,
Saiyans.
Vegeta. Yeah, and the Saiyans, yeah, in general. Yep. You're
You
right.
know, it's like even I'm not going front, man. When Gohan became Super Saiyan 2,
That was one of the best moments.
That was awesome.
yeah, I was just like, yo, Gohan, yo, you are my new favorite character. I even benched Vegeta for a
he
good
went
minute.
from being a little baby crying all the time. Oh my God.
He was very annoying.
When Piccolo was training him, blah, blah, blah.
my daddy.
Yo, but like I said, yo, I benched Vegeta for Gohan. Then he became an adult. I'm like, yo.
Oh, he became an adult. He was
It's like he reverted.
And then he became Saiyan Man. It was over. I was like, oh, this guy, yo.
Nah, Sandman was my dude.
Oh, get out of
man.
here.
He was
Nah,
my
You are
dude.
the
can't be
only
friends.
person I've ever met. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Then when he got all his powers unlocked, I'm like, yo, Gohan, you my man again.
Oh, yeah.
Then he
He
gets
just Mystic Go.
Yeah.
He gets absorbed by Blue.
he gets absorbed. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, when he what was it, Supreme Kai? When he went
Oh,
Kai
yeah, yeah.
mode.
And that was stupid, too. This dude did like a whole dance to get short. That was stupid.
And then they didn't do nothing
Yeah,
with it
was
because he got
pointless.
eaten
Completely
anyway.
pointless,
Yeah, you know, but
I mean, he would have beat the crap out of him had he not gotten eaten.
but at the same time, my ultimate favorite character, Vegeta, is still number 2. Vegito is number 1.
You have a Vegeta as your favorite character.
Vegito is I love Vegeta. They don't give Vegito enough screen time.
They don't.
But Vegito is my favorite character.
Here's the thing: they would be OP, and Vegeta's pride was a perfect kind of segue away from it.
But I think they balanced each other with Vegeta's pride and Goku's like silliness. It kind of, you know. And yes, they would be so overpowered, but at the same time, I'd be like, yo, come on, man. Because they would play around too much, and I'm like,
Well, that's because Goku got some of that in him, and Vegeta's full blown play around. too much.
I read something that Vegito had the Vegeta personality dominant, and then Gogeta had Goku's personality dominant. That's why Vegeta was like messing around and mocking him like Vegeta does.
And Gogeta just kind of gets straight to the point for the most part.
Which he did. Like, wasn't
You know,
Fusion Reborn.
But at the same time, I'm just like,
I don't know. I think I liked Gotenks. What was it again?
Gotenks was just
Man, well, it was so funny when they turned them fat at first, and then all that other stuff.
because they mess up.
But he was another one. They made it seem like he was gonna do some damage, and then
Yo, when he had that Super Saiyan 3 hair,
Yeah,
that was
that
ill.
was-
I'm not gonna front. When he first turned Super Saiyan, I was like, oh,
That was sick.
Yeah, he looked
That was sick.
He looked cool.
I was just like, yo, man.
He got one of the cool vests that appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
One of the same fuse, like a vest that appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's just like, why did your clothes change out of nowhere? Like, what's going on with
Here's
this?
the thing with them. They played around too much, too.
Exactly. And they would always use up all their energy, and then that's
Yeah,
it.
I mean they were kids though. So.
They were. But at the same time, I'm like, Vegeta is, half your dad and all that. You should know better.
He said half your dad. Your two
Well,
dads.
You know what was funny about Death Battle? And shout outs to Death Battle. If y'all don't know about Death Battle, check it out on YouTube. Death Battle, if you hear me, sponsor us. No. But what was messed up about Hercule, right? And
Oh, God.
what was messed up about him is they put him against that loser from Street Fighter. What's his name again?
Oh, Dan.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. Yo,
But
Dan
they're
won,
at the
right?
same caliber.
I know.
No,
they are.
they're not.
Nah,
Because
they
as
are.
far as humans go, Hercule's like the
But
strongest
Dan
human.
is strong too,
Dan
man.
is OD
Dan-
powerful.
Well,
Dan-
actually,
Dan is not to be
Krillin's more
slept
of
on,
like
man.
the strongest human.
He's just
Yeah.
a joke in Street Fighter world, but given against humans, Dan's pretty strong, man.
Well, against your average Joe, but Hercule fought like the greatest of all time fighter.
Well, yeah, as a human who can't use ki, he is the strongest
He can
human.
lift
Dan
cars.
can use the Street Fighter equivalent to Ki though. Like, he's called Ki
With
Switch.
that little spit of
Yeah, man.
of
It doesn't reach
But he can also use the Raging Demon.
Oh yeah, he can. He's right.
he
do
can,
that.
but most of the time he doesn't even use it right.
He don't. Because he's an idiot. Both of them are idiots.
I think Hercule ended up winning that fight, wasn't it?
I think so.
Did Hercule? I don't remember.
Hercule's the man.
Hercule has a lot of luck, though.
That was the main thing. He was always getting lucky.
He was the only one that could befriend Boo.
You know, he was the only character on Dragon Ball Z that never died. Hercule.
Yeah.
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 He was the only character that never
Yamcha died?
Yeah. Yamcha died in Dragon Ball.
Yamcha was my man.
Yamcha got died like every other freaking week.
He hooked up with Bulma.
Until Vegeta came and was like, that's my girl.
As a kid, I used to have a crush on Bulma.
Everybody did, man. But to be fair, who didn't hook up with Bulma, man? Come on, she was a...
So, you know...
No comment.
I love my wife, though. But, as a kid, I was wild.
This is an anime woman, sorry.
So, back to Yamcha's awesomeness. The Wolfang Fist.
Well, I gotta say it like this. Dragon Ball, story-wise, was awesome.
Yeah.
You know? So, I couldn't complain about that. Yamcha in Dragon Ball was cool. Once it became Dragon Ball Z, he was useless.
Oh, he was the butt of jokes. He was the guy who would get wrecked by every villain that appeared.
You know,
well, or either that or he wasn't really around much.
He didn't train as hard either.
I remember Buu Saga, he was like, they asked him, they were like, Yamcha, you don't fight no more? You're not going to compete in the martial arts tournament? He was like, no, I'm done fighting. Like, I'm trash. Or some crap like that. He said something like that.
I'm trash. Shoot, that's
I'll go if Goku does it.
Yeah, right. I'll go if every Saiyan leaves the tournament. Like,
if every Z fighter leaves
pretty much.
Because
Krillin
will wreck him too. And Krillin bagged AT, man. You can't sleep on Krillin.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Krillin got the best one out of all of them. You know, even though that's kind of creepy. He's banging a cyborg for the most part.
You ever watched DBZ Abridged? Shout out to them.
Yo.
Right?
Yep, shout out to Team 4-Star. You guys are awesome.
Yo, oh my God. That's hilarious, yo.
Yo, for real.
He's like, he put the Earth at stake for cyber sex.
My problem with finishing Abridged is halfway through watching it, I always want to go back and watch the original show.
That's true.
So
I never finish Abridged.
It's very different. You know,
did they ever finish Abridged?
No, it's still going.
It's still going on.
Yeah. It takes long to make an episode, I guess.
See, but the thing is, Dragon Ball Z is just so iconic that with all its flaws and everything, if anybody talks smack about Dragon Ball Z, someone's getting them hands.
A lot of the, as I said, I think I saw Willy, a lot of the new, younger kids now that, you know, they have all these new animes, they all crap on Dragon Ball Z. Like, that thing was so garbage.
Oh,
it took forever to do everything. It was terrible storytelling. It was this, that. I'm like, yo, but you don't understand.
You gotta stop hitting the...
Okay, you're right, man. I'm sorry. I have a thing in my hands.
Yeah,
you know?
nah, it's all good.
But I told you, I understand, like, if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, like, there would be none of these animes.
But the thing about it is too, because a lot of them, they grew up on Naruto, and in all honesty, Naruto is a better anime than Dragon Ball Z. With story, fighting moves, and all that. You know what's funny?
Like when I was a kid and Naruto first came out, I hated that. I hated when people. But now that I've finished Naruto, I can truly say, in my heart of hearts, Naruto is better than Dragon Ball Z at this junction.
It is. It's a better story. It's, you know, the thing that bugged me about Naruto is towards the end they got rid of all the hand signs. I'm like, no, that was an integral part of the story. Mm-hmm. Why'd you remove it? But then I understand they're like, yo, we got to save time on all this.
I mean, I get it, but like the science and the art behind it as well.
Yeah, and you gotta change the hand seals for every move you create.
I know, but it was so sick. It was really sick. And honestly, Kakashi should have ended up being way more powerful than he was, especially because he can copy other people's jutsus.
No, he was OD powerful.
Yeah, but for Pain to finish him off like that when he could just mirror it back to him.
No, he couldn't mirror that because he had the Rinnegan. He can't mirror any bloodline limit.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't copy any
and
bloodline.
He can only go with his type. Like, he was water,
no, he can
water
use any
style,
element.
and he could use any element.
He can copy any technique as long as it's not a bloodline limit.
We're leaving you out of this. You gotta watch.
I spaced out.
You gotta watch Naruto. What's keeping you from the love of
Naruto?
You will never watch Naruto?
I have zero interest.
Why?
I'm not an anime guy, man. Only like I said, only
Stop,
and I'm hitting my hand,
stop.
right? And then on top of my hands, I'm just not an anime guy, man. I don't know. Dragon Ball Z, I grew up on that, but I don't know. I'm a comic guy, and
All right, then read the manga.
Yes.
No, I don't read mangas either.
Dude,
But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Comics, not manga. You want me to read from right to left? That is insanity.
Yes.
When you read it online, it's going from left to right.
Yes.
Give me some American. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just read it
See?
on.
That pause is real quick.
Just read it online, and then it goes from left to right. But overall, if anything, the best anime right now is My Hero Academia.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
that.
Out right now, anyway. There's a few others.
So you trying to see Aquaman?
Don't-
Yu Yu Hakusho was the best though, except after a while.
Yu Yu Hakusho's not the one that I watched. You know they're making new episodes of that, right?
Just one. It's just a tribute. Though.
One episode?
Yeah, it's like one, maybe two.
Well,
It's just a
garbage.
tribute.
Why did they make it sound like they're making a whole new season or
They
something?
No.
should do a tribute to the Dark Tournament.
Well, it's just because it's the 25th year that Yu Yu Hakusho's still been around and still going.
And all of us still love
That's
it.
still going?
It's not still going, but people still love Yu Yu
Oh,
Hakusho.
okay.
You know.
I thought they were like continuing it.
Nah, the author does Hunter x Hunter. Plus, he's really, really sick. So, you know.
What they should do is launch a Yu Yu Hakusho video game. Like give someone Square
I'm sure Japan
Enix
got
or
a few of
someone
those
the
already.
rights.
I'm sure in Japan they got a few of them. What's this new game coming out? It's like about, it has like Goku. I think it has Naruto. And then it has the dude from One Piece.
Yeah, I think I saw something like that. I think it's already out.
Luffy,
Yeah, the stretchy dude.
don't
Whatever, the cornball from One Piece.
The
and then it has,
cornball?
and then it has someone else.
I ain't gonna lie, One Piece mad boring now.
No, it's not. It only got boring.
Listen, man. Unless you're Mr. Fantastic or Plastic Man, I want to hear about dude stretching, right, man?
What you mean?
I ain't gonna lie. Plastic Man would beat the mess.
Out of
Yo, Plastic
Luffy?
Man is OP, yo.
Plastic
Have
Man
you
is
seen-
mad powerful.
Yo, he's OP,
son.
bro.
Just YouTube some of Luffy's latest fights, and you probably might be
Bro, it
saying
don't
in a
matter, bro.
different. Okay.
Plastic Man can turn into like anything. He can't just stretch. He can like, man. And he has like the most
You can turn into whatever
disturbing
you
looking
want.
costume that any hero could wear that no grown man should be wearing. That alone will throw you off. that alone will. Wait, hold on.
Oh man. Well,
We gotta call it. We gotta wrap this up.
yep. Oh man.
Like, share, subscribe, comment.
Definitely. You know, catch us on all social media platforms. You can check this out on Spotify if you want. Obviously, YouTube, because he said comment, like, subscribe.
Share. Oh, don't forget to share. Share, please.
Definitely. We'll have this
Share
up on
instant
Facebook.
message.
You know, tell your friends if you like anime, video games, music, you know, anything.
If you guys
I don't know
have,
anything.
I don't know, like a
Any
rock
idea.
band that you like, and you know you'd love us to talk about that rock band.
Yep.
And make suggestions for topics too.
Yeah,
Right?
that way we can, you know, give our opinions and stuff like that. Because as you probably heard, we have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
And
are wrong, some are right.
All right, guys. We're signing out. Peace.
Peace.